because I don't necessarily believe in it does not mean
So
that they
put,
didn't.
how can you put giants as a possibility and not dinosaurs?
I'll tell you, and I didn't just say that. I didn't say that dinosaurs were not a possibility. Of course, they're a possibility, and in fact, they are backed up by almost every culture on Earth talking about these you know like giant type reptiles, right?
So
So
is
yeah,
Santa Claus, and so is the Easter Bunny, and so is other fables. It,
no, the Easter Bunny is not
it doesn't
promoted by any culture as real. Come on, get real.
it doesn't mean it's true.
It
Just
doesn't mean it's false either, Curtis,
well, you have to
especially
show
when there's
evidence before you say it's true.
we did show evidence. What do you think we were looking at
What
when we were
evidence
showing
did
all those
you show
pictures?
that giants? First of all, what evidence did you show that giants are actually true?
The
Do you
bones that
where
have been
what
recovered.
where are they located? Where are these bones located?
Look,
Bob?
there is a guy, there is an archaeologist, the forbidden archaeologist guy.
A
Um,
forbidden archaeologist guy. Is that
yeah,
okay? Can you name this archaeologist and can you tell us where these bones are located?
actually, he has documented it quite well. And honestly, I'll think about his name in a second. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Okay.
And I'm sure somebody in the chat will know his name, but he goes by the forbidden archaeologist. He is a PhD in archaeology. He has written about it extensively, right? And he's not the only one. We have picture, we have photographic evidence, we have Michael Cremo. Thank you, Bible Book Club. Michael Cremo, okay?
Okay.
That is the forbidden archaeologist. He holds a PhD, Curtis. You hold nothing, okay? He has written about
So
this for years.
a PhD gives justification for giants. Is that
No,
what you're
a
saying?
PhD is
Because
evidence. It's
there
evidence
are
for
PhDs
giants,
that
Curtis.
confirm there are
It is.
PhDs that confirm a globe Earth, Bob.
He's
So
not the only one,
don't talk
Curtis.
PhDs. Don't
He's
talk
not the only
PhDs.
one.
Don't
I
do
don't
not
care if
act
he. I
like
don't care if he is a high school
do not
dropout.
act like a PhD gives you justification to say something's true.
Oh, give me a freaking break.
We go against PhDs every day in flat Earth, and then you're gonna
Yes, we do.
Then you're gonna come in and make a false claim that someone who has a PhD proved that giants exist.
Okay, Curtis, what evidence
like
do you
Josiah.
have? What evidence do you
You
have that
sound
they
like a
don't?
yeah.
What evidence do you have that they don't,
I
Mr.
don't
No
have to
degree
prove a
whatsoever?
negative. I
But
don't
other
have to
than your
prove,
opinion,
Bob,
what
Bob,
evidence do you have?
I don't have to prove a negative, Bob. I do not have to
Oh
prove
yeah,
something
but you'll
that does
sit there and
not
you'll call us out as shills
I'm
and
calling you out
propagandists
because you're
because we are
promoting
looking
bullshit.
at it. Screw
I'm
you,
calling you
pal.
out because you're promoting bullshit. That's why.
No,
You've
you're
been
promoting
compromised,
bullshit.
Bob. You're a shill. You're a
No,
fucking
you're a
shill.
shill.
If you're sitting here talking about giants are real based on the Bible, you're a fucking shill.
No, I'm not saying they're
trying to
real.
You're trying to water down the flat earth movement, and I'm not gonna let you. It's
Oh,
that
good.
simple.
Well, then you just
I
stop
don't
me
know
there,
who the fuck.
Curtis.
First of
You
all,
just
you're
stopped
not
me for
real.
sharing my
Then on
opinion.
top of that, you did that shitty ass documentary Behind the Curve that makes us look even more crazy.
Oh, yeah, and
I'm
I was the
calling
one
you
that did
out.
all the editing to make us look bad. Is that right, Curtis? Is that your contention?
Yes,
Well, you're an
all you
idiot.
women
You're a
wrong.
fucking
That's right.
idiot,
You're
okay?
a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot, and you're a shill, and you know you are. You've been compromised.
Wah. Oh, cry
You've been
about it,
compromised.
Curtis. Come
you
on.
think I won't call you out? I am.
Call me out.
And
I'm saying you're full of shit.
And that's why you tried to suppress me in your chat.
I didn't try to suppress you, but you know what? You're freaking banned now, pal.
You're full. Fuck you. I don't
Yeah,
care
fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're such a badass, dude. Give me a break.
I'm a very big badass.
So,
Yeah.
So guys,
Whatever.
we gotta relax a little bit.
Talking that bullshit.
Okay, so hold on. What I'm getting from Bob is basically the same thing I said as far as the mud flood and the whole situation with Tartaria. The thing is just I'm saying I had Rich and I had Martin on because it's an interesting topic. That's about it. You know, I wasn't promoting it. I don't think Bob was so much promoting it and saying it was
Why are you speaking for
absolute
Bob?
truth or anything.
You don't
Because
need
he's right.
Look,
I wasn't
you don't
promoting
need
it.
to
So
speak
shut
for
up, Curtis.
I was,
You're
I
the
was,
one
Jackass.
claiming
yo,
PhDs have the answers. We
No, I'm
go
not
against-
claiming
we
that.
go against
You're
Yo.
putting
PhDs
words in my
every
mouth,
day
you
in
idiot.
flat Earth.
bro,
So
relax.
you can't use a PhD as justification.
Okay, go ahead and talk, D Marble.
So I'm saying all I was saying was it's an interesting topic, and that was his platform. So he was just sharing what was interesting to him on his channel, man. I mean, that's about the extent of it. Does that make him a shill? I don't think so, because I did the same thing. I had Richard Lopez on talking about Tartaria, mud floods, and all that. I didn't have anything to add to it, so I was like, okay, I'm just trying to have them share this information with.
It's a distraction of flat Earth. That's what it is.
The Earth is always going to be flat, though, man. It's
still a
always going to be
distraction.
flat. We already
You're not-
know.
you're not
Curtis,
doing
shut
it.
up and let him
No,
talk.
you shut the fuck up.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I even agree with the fact that it's. I don't know if one can classify it as a distraction. I think that's pretty, kind of generalized with regards to everybody's pursuit of truth. Everyone's got their own pursuit of truth, and that will cover who they are, where they are, and why they're here. Even I've had mud flood researchers on my channel, Philip Drugenian. I watch Martin Liedkar. I find it very interesting. I'm not sure we should be. I'm not sure we should be like.
Well,
sorry, go on. I'm not trying to cut you.
It doesn't make it true.
Are you done?
But has anyone made a claim, like specifically?
Yeah, nobody said it was true.
That it's true.
Except you, Curtis.
So you guys
Clown.
admit pseudoscience. So you admit that it's pseudoscience.
No, we don't admit that. We admit that we acknowledge the evidence that is there and we looked at it, you clown. Why don't you get your story straight?
It's pseudoscience.
Yeah, whatever. You wouldn't know pseudoscience if it bit you in the ass.
I'm asking you a simple question. Is it pseudoscience?
No. Not
so
with,
how is it real science? How has the scientific method applied to Tartaria and your giant claims?
and how is your opinion
I am asking a question.
discredited it?
Why are you answering a question with a question?
Because I don't give a shit about your question.
Exactly, because you're a bitch.
no, Vegan, hold up, man. Look,
That's why.
Look, the thing is, there's just so much evidence for this. I mean, like like a few weeks ago. Hold on.
Curtis, shut the fuck up, man.
A few weeks ago, we were out here. You and I, we were having a conversation about Captain Cook and the way that he did his circumnavigation, supposedly around Antarctica and all that from the different continents. We were having a back and forth about whether or not, there's an ice wall, or why people believe there's an ice wall. Then we stumbled. I know that. I know that. And then we went off and clicked on a map. You remember the map? You remember me zooming in and it showed Tartaria on the map? Do you remember that?
And that's evidence of what?
It's evidence of an old map that had the word Tartaria on it in a large territory.
And how did we authenticate that map? No,
right.
Did you? Have you all?
No, did you?
How many maps have you authenticated?
Where have you guys authenticated any
Did you debunk it, Curtis? Did you debunk the map? Did you debunk the map, Curtis?
I don't need to debunk.
Then shut up.
You shut up, you fucking fat retard. All right.
All right. So
if you want to have a discussion, let's talk.
Yeah.
When did y'all prove anything about Tartaria?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to relax on this a little bit, because I don't feel like we're getting anything done here. It's just a lot of.
I totally agree, and I think we need to approach this calmly. But when you got a maniac that's yelling in the background that everything we're saying is we're disinformation because we're presenting it is nonsense. We are looking at it. It was disclaimed at the very beginning that we are simply looking at this model and the evidence for it. Now, whether or not you think that evidence is valid or not, is up to you to decide. It is
I'm
up for the
asking you to
viewers
show
to decide,
validity.
not Vegan Warrior
I'm
and his
asking you to show
unauthenticated
validity.
opinion.
I'm asking you to show
It's as
validity.
simple as
Everyone's
that.
pursuit of truth is personal to them, right? Everyone's got their own personal pursuit of
No,
truth. I don't
you
think it's up
have
to anybody to police anybody on what is, you know, important to them to look at. And look at is the operative word. Look at.
So
Precisely.
all I'm saying, like, can we have a discussion without the name calling, without the yelling? That's
absolutely,
all I'm trying to figure
I'm
out.
down.
absolutely.
I'm
When
down
you
for that.
rewind this,
That's
when you rewind
Yeah, I think that's the
when
way
you
forward
rewind
to
this,
kind of meet somewhere in the middle and
rewind
kind
this,
of
find
compromise
out who
on, you
called
know,
the first
agreeing
name.
to disagree on a
When
couple of
you
things. But I think
rewind
if we
this,
can at least respect
when,
one another's
when
pursuit
you
of truth,
rewind
that's
this,
all it is,
when you
you know?
rewind this, find out who called the first name.
You did.
That's the beauty of video. Find out who called the first name.
You did. Listen to everybody go to his channel and listen to that BS
I'm
PC
talking
Dylan.
about right now.
Oh,
We're-
yeah,
we're the
right.
one
I didn't
that
call
called
you
the first-
names.
Well, either way, it's irrelevant.
Oh, either
Bottom
way,
line,
now the tune
I'm
changes, right?
asking you, did you call the first name? Did you call
No.
their name here in this
No.
discussion? All right,
No.
well,
And I still haven't called you a name.
Right,
However,
he-
we
you
will
called me a
verify
fat
that.
fuck. Let's see,
We
you
will
Bruh.
called me a
verify
fat
that.
fuck and a
We will
motherfucker.
verify that when we rewind this.
Yeah, fine. Then rewind it.
All right. So that's not the issue. The issue is.
It is the issue.
Well,
I mean,
what issue do you want to make it?
You're the one that brought it up. Hey, who called the first name? Who called the first name? You did. Get over it.
We can confirm that real soon.
Great. Go
But the
confirm it.
The point is, you're promoting pseudoscience.
I am not promoting anything. You are
won't
telling
even
lies.
acknowledge that
I'm
you're
not promoting anything. Quit
Yes,
lying.
you are.
You're a
Yes, you
liar.
are.
You're a
You
liar.
are. And that's why you came on here, because you expected me not to come
No.
in. And
I'm
address
glad you did. I
no,
left-
wait,
I left
no,
three
wait, hold
responses
up,
on
wait,
your
wait,
shitty
wait,
ass
hold
video.
on. That is not why he came on here. He came on here because I invited him on. I saw him in the chat. I didn't know where you were at, okay? And I was trying to explain the whole idea of the personal atmospheric dome that I had seen him talking about on another video, and I invited him on so he could explain that to everyone. So he could do a quick presentation and bring everybody up to speed on what I was trying to talk about, because I'm stumbling over it. Bob's the expert on it. I bring him over so he can chat to everybody about it. That's why I brought him on. Not so he could dodge you or anything or talk down to you. Or it's not even like that, bro. I'm like,
whatever. The bottom line is,
come on, man.
you want to address this issue, we can address it here and now.
Oh, right. When you say whatever to everything, he just answered your point, and you just say whatever, hand wave dismissal. Why don't you capitulate?
I sat there and listened to what he said. I don't agree. I think you're here with your agenda.
Then great. Then why don't you just disagree instead of calling us propaganda agents?
Wait.
Again,
He's not
every
here
time
with
I
it.
speak- Every time I speak, all of y'all want to talk. So
Yo.
I'm going to be quiet. Go ahead.
He's not here with some agenda. He's not here with some
How
propaganda.
do you know that, D Marble?
I just
How
sat
do
here and
you
told
know
you.
that?
I just
Why-
sat here and
why are
told
you
you
speaking on
why
behalf
he.
of this man?
Yo,
Why are you speaking on behalf
propaganda?
of Bob?
What
Why are you
propaganda
speaking-
has he been pushing?
Why are
What
you
propaganda?
speaking-
What
why
propaganda?
Are you speaking, why are you speaking for Bob?
What propaganda is he pushing?
Bob can't speak for himself.
Oh,
What
I can
propaganda
speak
is he
for
pushing?
myself,
Is that what you're
pal.
telling me, D-Marble?
No. What I'm telling you
D-Marble,
is the
are you
reason why
telling
he's
me
on here
you're gonna
is because
speak
I
on behalf
invited him.
of
Oh my
Bob?
He's
God.
on here because I invited him
He's
on here.
on here because
No, he's on here because I sent him the link. I just told you why he's on here. You're not listening. You feel me? I just sat here and broke it down a minute ago, and you're like, whatever. You gonna tell me why? Really? You gonna correct me on my intentions? What, you think I'm pushing propaganda or something? I just sat here and told you. I invited Bob on so he could break down the idea of the personal atmospheric dome.
placing me on
That's
mute
why I brought him
is
on.
not going to help. D-Marble,
What?
you're speaking for Bob. Is that what you're telling me?
All right,
I'm
if anyone in the
speaking-
chat room witnessed D Marble
is
inviting
that
Bob,
what you're
press
doing?
1. If anyone witnessed D
is that what
Marble
you're doing?
inviting Bob,
I am
press 1.
talking to
'Cause I
Bob.
did.
If
Yo.
for
did.
some reason
I
you
witnessed
feel
it.
the need
Yo,
to
I
if,
witnessed you
if
inviting him.
anybody in the chat witnessed me inviting Bob
now
to
y'all
the
looking
show
for
so he could
consensus.
break down the
I'm right
idea
here.
of the personal atmospheric dome, please put a 1 in the chat.
That's
I
Everybody
witnessed
that
that for
heard me,
myself.
invite Bob on
This
here
is
to break
distraction.
down the personal atmospheric dome,
is
put a
all
1 in the
distraction.
chat so Vegan can understand what's going
I
on.
don't need
Because
to
my
understand
man's going
anything.
off right now
I
for
don't think
absolutely
Bob
no
needs
reason.
a spokesperson.
I'm not.
I don't think Bob needs.
Please look at the chat room. Everyone saw it.
So y'all can do what you want. I'm talking.
Oops, I think we
directly
lost
to
you,
Bob.
Daryl.
So y'all can take sides. You can do
Oh,
whatever the hell
no.
you like. I'm speaking to Bob.
What happened
that
to you,
simple.
Daryl?
Okay, from what I can see, there's a lot of number ones in the chat room. So
Well, of course, we
there's
all
a
know
lot
that
of people that
Okay.
saw
I couldn't have
Daryl
got the link if I
inviting.
wasn't invited. I certainly
not
didn't
looking for
invite
this
myself.
Yeah,
I'm not looking for
yeah,
He
sure.
also invited you, Roxanne.
Yeah, yeah. I just think there must be a way for everybody to meet somewhere in the middle without there being screaming, because this is really bad for when people are like looking into the subject for the first time.
No, what's
Like this
bad
is not a good look. People
I agree.
screaming at each
It's
other and
bad.
calling each other names.
I agree. And
And
I
like, I think,
apologize for
you know,
losing my cool,
Yeah.
honestly, but
it
you know,
it is what it is. It is what it is. And I think, you know, all we do is kind of just react as best as we can in situations like this. I think we've all been a party to situations online that are not
yeah, I agree. I agree.
the best. But I think, you know, if anyone, you know, I haven't witnessed anyone taking ownership of history. All I've witnessed online is people taking an incredible amount of time to research it and show the research that they've done. I'm not sure I can say I've witnessed anyone pushing the subject, so to speak. I'm not sure, you know,
No, one show does not make a push for, you
the
know,
subject.
we did the show. We did the show because I
Yeah.
was interested in it, and that's it.
guys
And
are talking
back
to
in
each
Sunday, we're right back to busting, you know, globe Earth.
You
You
guys
know,
are
but you know what?
talking to
It's my show, and I'll talk about anything I
You
want to
guys are
talk about.
talking to a straw man.
And you know, Jaron was amenable to it.
You're
John
doing
was
a straw
amenable
man.
to it. Alex
Straw
Flat
man.
Earth Man was totally interested in it. In other words, this is a subject of interest. And I've still, you know, I'm not
It's a
pushing it by
subject
any
of
means. I'm not
distraction.
stating it's a fact. I never stated it as a fact.
Okay.
And
But
frankly,
you won't admit
you know, it's a
pseudoscience.
subject of interest to
But
me.
you
And
won't
that's
admit
where
that
it
it's
ends.
pseudoscience.
Now, if more and more evidence keeps coming up, and Martin does keep digging up more and more evidence, then you know what?
Yeah.
It is up to the viewers to decide what's going on with that,
It's up
not
to you to be
Vegan
responsible.
Warrior. You know, Vegan Warrior, it's
It's up
great
to
that
you
he
to be
has his opinion,
responsible.
but he crossed the line
not
by
great.
essentially
You don't
coming
wanna
out and
hear me.
everybody go listen to that
nothing
video. It's
great about it.
ridiculous. He's making
Yeah.
all these claims that, you know, we're shilling for the flat earth, we're propaganda agents, and then he goes into the fact that we did behind the
I
curve
really
just so we
believe
can
it
give
now.
flat earth a black eye. He also said some
really
horse
believe it
hockey
now.
that Jaron wasn't even on the show because he was so disgusted by it. Jaron was on the show the whole time.
Now.
And Jaron
I
even said
really
in the
believe you're
pre-show
sure
on the
now.
Jaronism channel that he hadn't
can
looked
act
into
like
it that
you don't
much,
hear
but
me
he was
all you like.
fascinated by the subject and he
Yeah,
was looking
fascinated.
forward very much to the
Yeah.
presentation. This is all
Mm.
on video, Curtis. Go look it up yourself.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you know,
right here.
that's all. But for somebody to come out the
You're
way that
arguing
Curtis
with a
did and
straw
absolutely
man.
accuse us of being agents,
You're
and
arguing
literally
with a
I have
straw
put the
man.
last 4 years of my life
Yeah,
into
whatever.
flat earth, and I have never made a
Whatever.
dime contrary to any
Whatever.
belief whatsoever.
Whatever.
In fact, all the money that Globebusters has made has gone right back into the people that I support in flat earth, and I've never taken a dime off of it. And that's just a
I don't
fact.
think you can.
So, I mean, it
I think
really
you have
irks
another
the
agenda.
hell out of me when people sit there and say, I'm only in it for the money,
But you don't want to
you know,
talk to
or
me.
I'm doing this because I'm trying to give flat earth a black
These
eye.
motherfuckers
This
got-
has
Yeah.
cost me dearly to do this, as it does, as it has most people that actually promote it, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just really unfair and
whatever.
outrageous
live.
that somebody would say that I'm shilling as a
I'm gonna
propagandist
go somewhere
against
with
flat
this.
earth. It's outrageous.
How
All right,
about
you're
that?
Yeah,
back,
I
Daryl.
think it's a shame. I think it's a shame that you know, because someone's displayed something on their channel, you know, they're now pushing a subject and now a shill. I think, like I said, we're allowed to display our pursuit of truth in whatever way we see fit, just like everyone else does with their channels. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
it's not fair that people are policing. I think it's, you know, there's constructive criticism and then there's straight up policing. And I
Yeah.
think everyone just needs to relax a little bit. And fair enough, I'm all for constructive criticism myself, but then there's online public spats that's just like, really, is this needed? Like we can talk
I
like
agree.
adults without it being Rage Central.
You
Does
know,
that make
another
sense?
person, oh, absolutely. You know, another person that's caught a lot of grief for, you know, some of the things that she believes is Karen B. You know, Karen B
Yep.
talking about, you know, that she has seen these Bigfoot creatures, whatever they are. You know, there's a lot of people that not only have photographed something that could be that, there's personal witness accounts. The state of Washington actually has set aside Sasquatch reserves. This is a fact. It is a fact. The state of Washington has set these aside. So for somebody to come in and say that Karen B is shilling and trying to give Flat Earth a bad name because she personally has testified to the fact that she has seen these creatures or heard these creatures or whatever, it's unbelievable, you know? So I just really get tired of this rhetoric. I really do.
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course I do.
Of course
Because
you
it's
do. You don't
unfair
like no
and it's wrong.
opposition. You don't want to entertain any form of
Oh,
opposition.
quit telling
You
me what I don't like,
so
jackass.
now you're gonna overtalk me. So now you're gonna overtalk me.
Yeah, that's right, because you're spouting lies.
All you do is argue against straw men. I'm here. I'm live.
No.
I'm right here.
What are you,
So
the
why don't you have
scarecrow?
a
You're not a
conversation?
straw man.
All right,
I'm here now.
here. Let's relax.
here
What
right now.
what exactly are we talking about right now?
Exactly.
I mean,
What
I don't think he knows.
what's going on?
What he's talking about is he's saying that I don't like any opposition whatsoever. You know what? I don't mind opposition. What I do mind, Curtis, is people going out and spouting BS that I am some sort of a propaganda agent trying to derail Flat Earth. That's what I object to. And I object to you doing it, pal. You have an opinion.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Curtis.
Well, why don't you shut up while I speak then?
All right, then speak.
My point is, I don't understand how you guys feel by speaking on things that we can't prove, that are nonsensical, how it will help Flat Earth, how it will bring out the message that we live on a motionless flat planet. I don't understand how
well, you know what?
in any of these Sasquatch ideas that you have this movement.
Well, all right, can I respond to that, Curtis?
It will take away from the movement.
Can I respond to that, Curtis?
If you listen, how can you respond until you hear?
Because I did hear what you said. And frankly, I'll tell you this. My show is not about your understanding. I could give a crap about your understanding of what you think we're doing.
Who said me?
You did. You said, I don't
me.
understand what you guys,
God,
do you not listen to yourself?
No, do you not listen to yourself? The bottom line is, you don't like opposition, and I represent opposition.
Oh, and what evidence do you have that I don't like opposition, Curtis?
Right now, you won't even listen.
I am listening. I am listening. I'm telling you, you're full of bullshit.
Well, how can you say that if you don't even hear what I said?
I did hear what you said. You said that I don't like opposition. Is that not what you said, Curtis?
I said a whole lot after that, too.
Yeah, I know what you said after that. And I'm saying straight up, stop right there. You're lying and you're full of bullshit.
There are no killer mud.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that. That's your opinion.
It was an hypothesis. Now it's a full-fledged belief.
Yeah, you don't know crap, Curtis. You're asserting that you don't, that none of this happened, and you have no evidence. You have no evidence whatsoever for your disbelief.
Bob, you have been compromised.
Oh, give me a break. I've been compromised.
Yes, you have.
Because Vegan Warrior says so?
No,
you're an idiot.
Because you go from a scientific claim to these fake claims. You're trying to derail Flat Earth. That's what you're doing.
Is that a fact, Curtis, or is that your opinion?
It's my opinion.
All right, then keep it to yourself, pal.
No, I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it because I want to see.
Share it, but don't make accusations that I'm some sort of a shill.
If other people listen to your rhetoric, can also see you stealing and shifting this discussion.
Oh, really? Is that so?
Other people are also seeing it.
Is that why the 1,700 people rated this show that watched it on Sunday rated it one of the highest ever? Is that why, Curtis?
Well, maybe.
Maybe, because you know more than they do, don't you, pal? You know more than they do, don't you? Yeah, your opinion means everything. Your opinion means jack, pal. Keep it to yourself.
No, I'm sharing it all over the internet.
Fine, share it.
I'm gonna
do
share
whatever.
it every
But
chance
don't
I get.
accuse me of being
All
a
right.
shill.
And I'm gonna do it very organized, and I'm
Nice.
gonna point how
Do it.
you are
Do
shifting
it.
your scientific claims to these nonsensical ideas to downplay
Blah,
and water
blah,
down
blah.
flat Earth. That's
Whatever.
what you're doing. You're
Uh-huh.
supposed to be an independent science, and you're talking pseudoscience, and you won't even admit Tartaria is pseudoscience.
No, I'm not going to admit that.
That tells me that you're shilling.
Okay.
And it started
Great.
with your
Then
behind
you
the
just
curve
keep
and all
believing
this
that,
other
pal.
stuff that you're doing.
You
You're
just
trying
keep
to
believing
tear
I'm a
down
shill.
flat Earth.
And anybody that believes
This
it
is how
with
they
him,
destroy
then
movements.
feel free to keep believing it. I don't
This
care.
is how they destroy movements.
Okay.
This is how they do it. People like you are compromised.
So
and you know it.
all right.
Oh,
So
God,
what did Bob say in Behind the Curve that made Flat Earth look crazy?
I told the truth.
What was that, Bob? Tell everybody. What did you tell the truth about?
I told the truth about the fact that a person in our group had bought a fiber optic gyro with his own money and detected a 15-degree-per-hour rotation. Now, idiots like, well, some
So the
people
Earth
in
is
this,
moving. So
no,
Bob,
the Earth
now
is
the
not
Earth is
moving.
Oh,
I
it's
thought you
not
listened to Globebusters, pal. No, the
I
Earth
heard
is
your
not moving.
explanation after the fact, but I seen your video before the fact.
Oh yeah, and you know
So,
what? I also sent the
in
explanation
the
to those
video,
people,
you
but
give
they
the
cut it
people
out.
the impression that the Earth is moving. So you.
All right, I've had about enough of his crap. I also sent the video to the producers of Behind the Curve, and they elected to completely omit that evidence that this had been discussed all the way back since the Michelson-Morley and the Aries failure
So
experiment.
the Earth is moving, Bob. Is that yes or no?
No, it's not. Okay, now, as I was saying, I sent this information to the producers of Behind the Curve.
Would
you shut the fuck up?
Moving? Bob.
All right. I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to try it one more time.
Bob, why do you keep Bob, why do you keep muting me?
You know what?
Bob, why do you keep muting me?
No.
Why did you tell the people that the Earth was moving, Bob?
I didn't, you dumb jackass. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Watch the video, Bob. You just admitted it.
All right, you know what, Daryl? I'm out of here. If you don't eject,
bye, Bob.
I am not going
Bob.
to continue this.
Yeah,
bye, Bob.
yeah, we're gonna have to go
Bob.
ahead and cut this stream, and I think I might go ahead and delete it and everything because this is going all kinds of off the rails.
Bob,
yeah, if you all would like to have a conversation,
Bob.
I think that'd be something that let's go ahead and no, it's here.
Run, Bob.
So yeah, here, hold up. Let me see now.
If Bob is going, I'll be
quiet. No, Bob's not gone yet. But here, hold up. No, well, here, wait a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stream because this is gone way off the rails. And I thought it started off all right. Just a little bit of presentation, but I don't really do the drama. I don't. That's not really my thing.
It's not drama.
That's not what this is about. Personally, I find that this kind of derails things a little more than I don't know somebody's opinion about whatever topic that takes place on this flat Earth. But yeah, this has been a little bit more of a distraction in my opinion. So yeah, gonna go ahead and cut this one off. I'm gonna thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you all for coming to hang out and share your thoughts and ideas here. And yeah, Roxanne, you have a good evening.
Thank you. I'm so sorry it went the way it did.
Yeah, me too, Daryl.
Don't be sorry.
These things happen. All right. But yeah. All right, folks. Go ahead and cut this one off. Stay flat. Peace.
Okay, peace.